Yeah, I know. So I won't bore you with the excuses or the apologies or empty promises. So let's do this. Greetings, YouTube. This is the Garage Autonomist. On the way home from work last Tuesday, I had the pleasure of watching The Art of a Social Justice Warrior Attorney at Work. New Possibilities had Obsidian on his channel to debate with him on the current Trump administration and the existence of the Black Trump supporter. Now, most people think an attorney's job, if they are the prosecution, is to push a narrative on the jury and judge to get them to see the defendant as the criminal during cross-examination. However, one method an attorney can use is simply let the defendant run their fucking mouth long enough to tell the truth on themselves. In the case of the debate last night, what really happened was New Possibilities let Obsidian show us that he has no knowledge, data, or truth to defend his being an eternal coon and model stoogery bootlicker of Trump. All New Possibilities did was provide facts such as Trump's falling promises for an increase of labor jobs when that promise is what helped flip the Rust Belt to his side and put him in the White House to begin with. The steady decline of unemployment that Trump boasts is his doing has been going on since the bailout, and that has only been for the private or corporate sector, not labor. Let's not forget that the cost of living has still remained high. That is something that both Democrats and Republicans will not do anything about, nor are they prepared to. New Possibilities had also pointed out the Trump connection with the alt-right and fascist supporters. But Obsidian only responded with fits of infantile rage, shouting "so" at each instant of truth. In other words, he didn't care. Obsidian's only counter-arguments were the usual derailing arguments of mass deflections, such as black-on-black crime, when New Possibilities brought up police brutality, as if there's a connection between the two. There isn't. We all know that when it comes to quote-unquote black-on-black crime, that's nothing more than poor people committing acts of violence against other poor people. It depends on what communities we're talking about. We don't say white-on-white crime when we're talking about the meth dealers fighting or killing each other in America's Midwest. Ultimately, it was just dogmatic shouting on Obsidian's part to replace any sort of counter-arguments or real facts. So in my opinion, for the most part, New Possibilities won that debate. Now, this debate happened, of course, only on the condition that Obsidian didn't have his gang of dick lickers and regurgitators to drown out his opponents, which is what happened to New Possibilities when he appeared on Obsidian's Blog Talk radio show back in April of 2017. His usual game of topic hopping and who can shout the loudest to appear to be right didn't work this time. So thank you, New Possibilities, for settling once and for all the theory of the Napoleonic complex and that Obsidian really is just a pandering chimp of the ruling class. Now I see that Brother New Possibilities has announced that there's going to be a part 2 to this discussion or debate. I'm not sure on whose platform it will be on, either New Possibilities or Obsidian's. Moving on. I've truly been enjoying the content of others here on YouTube as a stress reliever of all things on my side of life. And so I want to give a shout out to Black Woman Sphere, also formerly known as Angela, for burning up the hangout waves of YouTube this past month. Continuing of the Black leftist tradition by Afro-syndicalists, the works of DeadManAnimations, who hopefully will be making more content because besides his 2 vlogs, the mirror videos that he uploads are thought-provoking as they deal with class analysis and critiques capitalism. Plus, he's a pretty awesome animator from some of the shorts that I've seen him do. Then there is the Afromarxist channel, which is a video library of sorts of Black left radicalism, offering archives of Angela Davis speeches, Malcolm X, Elaine Brown, and Kwame Ture. Indispensable. And finally, YouTuber Angie Speaks. Angie Speaks is a sister who is based in the UK. I guess she could be described also as a left communist Black feminist who made a very thought-provoking video back on Halloween providing a political analysis of witches and paganism of all cultures. So rather, that was my take on it. Please check her out and subscribe. That's about it. This is the Garage Autonomist, and I will see you next time. Peace.